You deftly slip
Hello,
over the
and welcome back. Alright, so,
shiver of
yes. So when we left off, we had just been captured by Adadis, who attempted to trick us into killing the Dark Master Katrina, but she in turn stopped us and has magically commanded us to seek all of the rituals of the Dark One. So we're going to take advantage of tonight by seeing another dream, and then in the morning we will begin our pursuit. Apparently it was already morning? Maybe it was too late at night to do anything? I don't know.
Good day again.
You got anything to say? No. Nothing we want to tell you about. Okay, let's continue on. Well, we had some hints about where the Dark One rituals are in this monastery, so let's watch Igor flip out.
Bad place. Very bad place. Go away. You'll be very sorry.
Thank you, Igor. And if we went there without the Dark One sign, it
You push the Dark
would
One
not
sign.
go well for us, but luckily we do have it. Okay, so I don't know if we actually have to do it again, but let's...
There's no reason to do that. The heck.
Okay, so we don't have to do the hex pot again, but let's open the secret passageway. And come
This is
down
a
here
dangerous
again.
place. You probably knew that. Handle with care.
Alright, so I don't know what happens when we touch this again.
One vision like that is quite
Okay.
enough.
So let's take a read through the book again.
Rifle through the Mad Monk's desk. It
Not
said
gonna read
something
the
about
whole
the
thing
first
again.
ritual being
Okay.
placed within the Mad Monk's tombstone.
Alright, so the Mad
There
Monk's
to be
tombstone.
forever guarded by followers. The second ritual shall be placed in the Stone of Squids and revealed only by the light of a dead child's soul.
Alright, I don't remember doing anything with the
The next
tombstone or
ritual
the
shall
Stone
be
of Squids
placed in
yet.
the hollow of the hangman's tree and guarded by the spirit of the dead which remains there.
Haven't done anything with that
The
either.
blood ritual shall be concealed magically within the monastery, and only he who willingly seeks dark visions shall find it.
We did do that one.
Mouth ritual shall be placed in the great arch itself, under the Dark One's sign. And the heart ritual shall be given to someone named Gregor for safekeeping. Now there's another note on this page in another's handwriting. Gregor is missing in the forest and probably dead. Yet where is the heart ritual?
Let's take a look. We have the heart ritual here. So that must have been collected by Piotr the Paladin before he was killed by the Wraith. And then we have the blood ritual that we got here. So probably the easiest thing I can think of is the Hangman's Tree. We know right where that is, so let's check that out. Baba Yaga's hut is right by the Hangman's Tree, so maybe we can
You retreat.
take a look over there.
You are...
So we'll head over to Baba Yaga's. And we'll meet a new friend along the way, and it's a bunny. Killer rabbit, as it were. We'll use our magical paladin sword to defeat this rabbit. Which seems a little bit like overkill, but, you know, you do what you gotta do. How do I get to Baba Yaga's? Let's see. Very good. Alright, now let's come in here. some reason I doubt that Bonehead knows anything about the ritual, but
Yeah, what's not?
let's see. Hello.
Return. Go.
Okay, yeah, doesn't seem to know anything about it, but maybe we can check the hollow of this
a
tree.
huge old gnarled oak nestles a large rock under its roots as if it were hatching an egg. An ancient dried corpse hangs from its boughs. You've seen better trees to climb. After all, you really don't want to end up hanging around here. Searching it, you find a large knothole, but there's not anything inside of it.
Nothing there. Maybe Baba Yaga will know. Let's go in and say hi.
You feel a Baba Yaga.
That's so true.
You find your feet.
Yes. We have done this before.
Oh, back so soon, Cookie Face. I hope for your sake you brought us something to eat. After all, there's always room for Hero.
Indeed. Good laugh. So of course we can give her garlic again like we did before.
Oh,
And what do we want for this? We can ask about the ritual.
You ask Baba Yaga about a Dark One ritual.
Does she happen to know where that was?
So, you heard about that, huh? I found it in the hangman's tree some years ago. You're asking for trouble, I hope you know. Using the ritual for any purpose will only bring you grief. It can be used in either one or two ways. Its main purpose is to bring a Dark One across to this world. However, a very powerful wizard could use it to send the Dark One back to its world. You don't qualify as a very powerful wizard as I see it. Still, you want it, you got it.
You put the ritual away in your pack.
Gotta love how much Baba Yaga is just a bit of an agent of chaos.
Hero need.
Nice you to
Alright, well, that gives us 3. Let's pop in on the gypsies quickly. See if they have anything new to say since we've had this rather interesting meeting with Katrina. And now that we are tasked with finding the rituals, which would release the Dark One. I think we can see more about what the gypsies were saying, that Katrina's goal to release the Dark One so that there will be permanent night and she will no longer have to fear the sun will be unlikely to actually benefit her in the long run. You can see how it could end up costing her more than it gains her, which is what the tarot cards that Magda read for us basically indicated. Had a vision.
Welcome. I know that you have been through much since last we saw you. I have tried to read your fortune for you while you were gone. All the cards came up black. Then I had a vision. It was a dark vision. It left me cold and sick, yet I knew the vision was true. Now I will show you my vision and read your future once more in the tarot cards.
And this time, darling, I won't even charge you for it.
How kind.
The Dark One is not something of which the gypsies speak. It was an ill day when our tribe traveled to this valley. We used to trade freely with the people of the castle years ago. We did not know how things had changed here. The influence of the Dark One overshadows this valley. We gypsies know better than to get involved with the Dark One.
to deal in some way with the darkness, and we gypsies are bound by honor to aid you however we can. Yet, if your actions stir the darkness and unleash it, our tribe will be destroyed. Still, you are an agent of destiny, and we will serve you as you serve it. The magic of the Dark One overwhelms this area, and the cards cannot override this power. Last night, I had a dream. It was a dark dream, and it frightened me. But it was a dream for you. Let me share with you the images which I saw, and perhaps the cards will aid in the telling. The first image I saw was that of a bone. I heard in my dreams the words, "Bring me to life." Now, let us see what the cards will say of this. Somehow, I do not think this is a premonition, although it fits the situation. No. I think this is a place, a tomb or cenotaph. Now, what more can we learn?
Oh, the cenotaph is.
Of all the cards, this is the most watery. The tomb lies in or near some water. The lake, perhaps. No. Rather, I believe this is the swamp. Somewhere in the swamp lies a tomb. And somewhere at that tomb is a piece of the puzzle that explains or deals with the image of the bones.
Rizalka also
But
mentioned
I
a tomb
sense
in the
that you
swamp.
already have the answer to that problem. So perhaps you know more of this than I.
Katrina mentioned a tomb and a favor she wanted to ask of us in the swamp as well.
Oh, in my dream, I seem to
cenotaph
move
is an empty
deeper
tomb.
into the darkness. The next image I saw in my dream was that of blood. I felt my own blood go cold as it too spoke the words, "Bring me to life." What do the cards say of this?
Falling
The tower. This is always an ill omen. I believe it represents a building of some sort. Let us learn more. The Dark One. The building is dedicated to the Dark One itself. Somewhere within there lies the puzzle piece for the blood. However, I sense that you already contain that piece. In the dream, I seemed to get colder. I felt the icy breath of something huge before me. It got louder and stronger, and I seemed to be pulled by it. Before me was the image of breath. I felt myself pounded by the words, "Bring me to life, bring me to life." I tried to run, but I was caught in the wind. But the dream is over. Now, let us discover what we can. This one is not a place. No, I believe this is the woman from your past. The self-centered one of power has the secrets to the breath. But you have already dealt with her, for the puzzle piece of the breath now lies with you. Then, in my dream, I felt myself blown along. All sound died, and I felt as if I had lost my body. I could not see, hear, smell, or feel anything. Then I saw the symbol of the senses. I was again overwhelmed by the words, "Bring me to life." Then the image faded. Shall we learn more? Another place of darkness, some building or perhaps only a structure. The next card may help us. The Six of Swords? No, this is a sign of travel. Could it be a building far away? No, no, it cannot be. This is also the sign of the gypsies. But we have no buildings, particularly ones cursed by the darkness. I don't understand this. Let me discuss this subject with the others of my tribe. Perhaps we may yet make sense of this. To return to my dream, I soon could hear a tremendous pounding noise. I found myself swept forward, deeper into darkness. There before me was the symbol of the heart. It too commanded, "Bring me to life." What will the cards tell of this? This is an inverted queen of rods, a jealous and deceitful woman, one who harbors no goodwill toward you. There are many women in your life right now. This one is not to be trusted. This woman also has magic, but the magician card is inverted. That implies that she is one who is willing to use her skills for bad purposes. She is opposed to you and will not give this puzzle piece freely. I can tell that this part of the puzzle has already been gained by you. Let us continue. Oh, again, the dream filled me with fear, and I struggled to awaken from its depths. I could not resist against its force, so I found myself in the center of darkness. I saw before me this symbol and heard the voice demand, "Give me life." I awoke and lay trembling for the rest of the night. Let us see where the last part of the puzzle lies. The Hierophant, the sign of a spiritual leader. This person is one who serves another willingly. There are many possible interpretations here. Now, let us see what the next card will explain. The Dark One. This is a priest of the Dark One, or someone trapped by the Dark One, or perhaps both. You will have to enter into darkness itself to find this piece. Yet remember, nothing serves the Dark One and remains unchanged. The one who has what you seek is of the Dark One now. Deal with him carefully. These last cards will reveal the point of all these visions and dreams. The Dark One. The Lady of Power and Magic. The Dark One is the ultimate source of all the problems here, yes. It drew those with ties to dark magic and those with ties to good. It is a thing not of this world, yet linked to it. My people tell tales of the battle against it. The stories tell of how the mage Irana held off the Dark One and sent it back. How she died in that battle, and the darkness was banished forever. These were just children's stories told to drive off the terrors of the night. What truly happened in that battle, we do not know. It is clear that the battle never ended, and the darkness still draws allies to its side. Just as you were drawn here as a pawn in this war, for whose side are you working, huh? It seems that both the Dark One and the magician Irana are using you. How this will end, the cards cannot foresee. The agents of darkness will continue to influence your actions in this matter. For now, I think this serves the purposes of both sides, right? The visions are clear. You will need to walk to the very center of darkness. The battle is stalemate, and only you can determine the winner. Only by turning the war to the Dark One, releasing it, can you free the magician Irana. Unless you do both, you do neither. We gypsies do not speak the names of those with power unless we must. Now I sense that such a time has come. You will know the Dark One by its name, but use it only where you must. The Dark One is called Avuzo. Leave now, and we will speak no more on this subject, except for the gypsy card and the dark building. I am an old wolf, and I cannot stand such a dream as that last night. It would kill me to face it again.
All right, so some
That
interesting
is
stuff.
all the cards can reveal. It took all my power to read this. May it serve you well.
Let's see. Hello.
Your path again.
Let's tell about the
Tell
spell
about
we're under.
Adavis, Katrina, and the Gears.
Yes.
So, that is what the reading was about. Ah, things are building to a climax, and you are the center of it all. Oh, that you lived to tell such a tale. This is why you were summoned here, or else we would be hanging garlands of garlic to keep you at bay.
You tell about the gnome and his problems.
I'm not sure what happened there, but that was, I think, a mistake. All right, nothing interesting there. All right, hit me.
Now we shall speak openly of an enemy which seeks to make all of us its pawns. It is a thing of dark magic. It is not of this world, but it seeks constantly to enter here. It feeds upon all living things and surrounds itself with darkness. Weak-minded fools worship it, since it promises its followers their every dream. Powerful fools seek to control it, but it too is powerful. Too powerful for anyone to control. Many years ago, a cult tried to summon the Dark One in Mordavia. They would have succeeded, but for a handful of brave men and the magician Irana. You see, it was not entirely driven back to its own world. Dark magic has leaked from the Dark One's cave, perverting this land and twisting the living things here. So, now again, the Dark One seeks to enter this world. Well, this time, you are to be the opener of the way. Everyone else is just a pawn. Irana too is a pawn. Because of her, you will unleash the darkness. So let us pray that you can banish it as well.
Tell me about Irana.
The magician Irana faced the Dark One at the time of the summoning and prevented it from entering this world. She was trapped by it as well. You have her staff, and destiny has chosen you to aid her. But to free Irana, you must first free the Dark One. The last Boyar was known to be a worshipper of the Dark One. Actually, he was high priest of the cult. He vanished during the time of the summoning. I believe he is the meaning of the Hierophant's card. If the Boyar is still alive after all this time, he must be trapped in the Dark One's cave. I shudder to think how he has managed to survive, or what he must have become.
All right, so that sort of description of what sounded like a sixth ritual, it sounds like it's something that must be inside the cave, and maybe it is the last of the Borgovs.
I have a feeling I can answer that question. I am not as mystical as Magda, but I am certain as to the meaning of the tower and gypsy cards. I heard a gypsy story once about Mordavia. It seemed pointless, and yet it was told. I shall tell it to you. Once long ago, a gypsy was hunting. This was a time when the pass to Moldavia was open, and the Borgovs still ruled as boyars in the castle. This gypsy saw men walking and chanting through the forest at night. He recognized the leader as the boyar. Curious, he followed them to a place near the Dark One's cave. They came to a large standing stone, gray and unmarked. One of the men held up a strange light. It was a will-o-wisp trapped in a bottle. The standing stone started to glow, and runes appeared on it. The boyar touched a metal disc to the stone pillar, and the section opened. The men continued chanting as the boyar put a piece of paper in the pillar. Ah, that is all the story tells.
Alright, hang on 1 second. Alright, and we're back. So, sorry, that story was a little bit interrupted, but that's fine. So, learned some information about where that next ritual might be, telling us about some standing stone.
Yes, it is to the rituals that the cards referred. 5 you can find in Moldavia. Oh, and 1 more is hidden within the Dark One's cave. That leaves only the ritual for the opening of the mouth. And I believe your Katrina must have that one already. How else could you have escaped the cave when first you came here, huh?
And the ritual of the mouth is the one that was under the gate. But that's already clearly been collected.
You say goodbye.
Farewell, and be careful.
Just awful. Alright, so... yeah, so a lot of information about the remaining rituals and about the ones that we've already collected. So we learned about the one that exists in the monastery, which was the blood ritual. We learned about the powerful selfish woman from our past who had one of the rituals, which was the breath ritual, and that was Baba Yaga. And then the more noble warrior who had collected this heart ritual. And the remaining 2 that we must collect, one is at the Mad Monk's tomb, which we have learned is in the swamp. And the other is at the standing stone that they mentioned near the entrance to the Dark One's cave, and that it can only be revealed. We have learned from Davy that they held a will-o-wisp up to it, and we heard previously in the monastery that we need light from a dead child's soul, which is what a will-o-wisp is, and in order to, actually, you know what? I think I'm going to save this for next time. I will. So I'm going to end things here, and in the next video, we're going to collect those final 2 rituals and do just a couple more things around town. Maybe see a few dreams, if there are any left. Hopefully, we'll watch all the remaining dreams, and we will proceed towards the end game. But until then, see you later.